So what up, children and men and women of all ages? I am here doing my FIFA 20 rating predictions for Manchester City, and if this video does well, I will upload my predictions for Liverpool later on this week. So here are my predictions. I hope you enjoy them. I am a Man City fan, so I might be a bit biased, but here it is. So starting off with Aguero, he had a good season last year. He scored a lot of goals and was one of the top goal scorers in the Premier League, and that's why I put him as a 90. Sterling, I've put him as an 89, but for me, I would put him as an 88, but I think EA would put him as an 89 because I think there's a lot of hype around Sterling, and he has improved a lot over the last season, so I think EA will give him an 89. Bernardo Silva, he had a brilliant season last season, and I think he will get an 86 rating. David Silva, he didn't really have a standout season last year. He was a bit of a mediocre season, I thought. He did have some good moments, but I think he'll either be given an 88 or an 89. Kevin De Bruyne, he had some injuries, so that sort of hindered his performance. But when he was fully fit, he played well, so that's why I think he'll be given a 91 rating. Moving on, we have Rodri, who I've put him as an 84 because he's had quite a bit of playing time since coming to the club, and I think he's been able to sort of show his skill, but I think he still needs some more time to prove himself, so I've given him an 84. Zinchenko, he's improved and he's come a long way over the last season, but I think he lacks a bit of defensive ability, so I've given him an 80. Laporte, I'm not sure if EA will give him an 84 or an 85, so that's why I've put an 84/an 85. I think they might give him an 84 and then upgrade him in winter, and yeah. Stones, I've given him an 83 because I think he's a good centre-back, so yeah, just give him an upgrade. Walker, kept him as an 84 because he's played well, but I don't think he's an 85 rated right back, so just giving him an 84 rating. And now move on to the goalkeeper, Ederson. I've given Ederson an 87 because I think he had a lot of standout performances last season, especially to name some, the FA Cup against I can't think of the name, but in the FA Cup he played well against Spurs, and I think he's really good at coming off his line and things like that, so that's why I've given him an 87. Looking at the subs now, if I've missed out any subs, I'm sorry, but I couldn't think of them all. Otamendi, I've given him an 85 rated because I don't think he's had as much playing time as he needs to keep that 86 rating, because there are a lot of centre-backs and defenders from City, so I don't think Otamendi really got enough time. Sané, I don't think he's going to get an upgrade because I don't think he's had enough playing time and enough starts that I would give him. I don't think City have given him that. And then Cancelo, I've given him an 84 because he was one of the best. He was the best for right back in the Serie A before he left, so I've given him an 84. Bravo, he was injured, but since coming back from injury, he's played well in goal, so I've kept him as a 79 rated. Angelino, 79/80 because he hasn't proved himself yet. City have signed him, which sort of gives him a bit of hype anyway, and a bit of a buzz. So I've given him a 79/80. Gundogan, he's had a good season. I don't think he's done enough to get upgraded, but certainly he's done enough to not get downgraded. So I've given him an 84. Fernandinho an 86, and maybe depending how he plays, might get upgraded. And then Riyad Mahrez, again, I don't think he's had enough playing time to really get an upgrade. He plays well, just there's so many good wingers at City that he just didn't get the time he needs. So I've given him an 85, and yeah,